What's up, guys? Welcome back to Black Star Anime, the anime community's voice of reason. I'm Cody.
And I'm Manny.
And you're watching Let's Talk Anime. In this episode of Let's Talk Anime, we're covering the good and the great anime we're watching in this summer 2017 season. Yeah. Let's do it. So starting off our good list is Fate Apocrypha.
Yeah.
So this is another Fate series anime not made by Ufotable, whatever the hell you want to call it.
Not Ufotable, but nonetheless, it still has quality animation.
Mm-hmm.
Not Ufotable animation, but
No.
this is still good, top notch.
I believe this A1 Pictures actually behind it.
Mm-hmm.
So at first I was kind of indifferent, but I actually kind of recommend this for anyone who either is not super into like Fate Zero or Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works, since this is its own thing. It's like a parallel world.
Mm-hmm.
Different set of characters, similar concept, Holy Grail War, but they actually spiced it up.
They did.
Where they have a greater Grail War,
yes.
which sounds terrible listening to that in Japanese. And they have to do the greater Grail War before they can do the Holy Grail War.
Mm-hmm.
And pretty much the greater Grail War consists of one clan of 7 mages versus other clan of 7 mages. And then the winner out of that 2-clan war still has to do their own Holy Grail War, where the 7 of them fight amongst each other with their servants.
So this feels like it's going to be really long.
Maybe. I guess so.
I'm hoping they don't just like end and we never get a season 2.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because that would be terrible.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, from what I've seen so far, the action's great.
Mm-hmm.
When the fighting starts, they animate the crap out of this. Like
they do. I feel like there are less battles in this one compared to other series like Fate Zero. I do enjoy the servants that they summon. Some of them, I don't enjoy what they did. Like
Frankenstein being a girl.
They made Frankenstein a girl, which that's not the killer part. But they made her super like scrawny looking girl in like the maid outfit or whatever she's wearing.
She's a maid, huh?
I was highly triggered. And then she only grunts. She doesn't speak, but she grunts cutely.
She's kawaii.
You don't hear that in Frankenstein, this monster.
Yes, so it's different. They did a lot of creative things with some of the summon spirits, but nonetheless, it's fun. I think they're having fun with it. They're telling a good story, and the action's top notch.
Yep.
Next on the list is Clean Freak Aoyama-kun.
Yeah. So
Aoyama-kun.
I feel like I should be laughing more on this show than what I am.
I agree with that. It's funny.
Mm-hmm.
It has its moments where you cry, but it also has its moments where you're just like, yeah. Nonetheless, the it's pretty interesting. It's reminiscent of Sakamoto-kun, but I found Sakamoto-kun annoying, where I actually like Aoyama-kun. I don't know why.
Because he barely speaks, I guess?
Maybe. I don't know. They're more or less the same character, except one's humble and one's arrogant.
Yeah. That would do it. That's a good make or break.
That's probably what it is. So I like him a lot.
I think the interesting thing throughout majority of episodes I've seen of Aoyama-kun is it's telling the story of Aoyama-kun from the perspective of other classmates or teammates, since he's on the soccer team, but he's a clean freak, so you see how that works out. So it's a lot of, outside observing him.
And his supporting characters are cool.
Yeah,
they're interesting at the very least.
Yeah.
So I think that's what has it going. That's what's good for it.
Next on the list is Touken Ranbu.
Yeah.
So fear not, since Ufotable did make an anime this year.
Yeah.
And this is it. And it's actually pretty darn good.
This is great.
It's pretty darn good.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty darn good.
It's pretty darn good.
So we have weapons. So ancient samurai, they had a sword, they would name it.
Mm-hmm.
Deep distant future, someone's like, hey, I'm going to take that famous named sword, I'm going to give it a physical body, and it's going to be a time cop.
You say it and I'm like, yes.
That's what it is. You have samurai time cops who used to be inanimate objects.
I love it.
And you would think, geez, Cody, that sounds super anime. And yeah, it kind of is.
It kind of is, but I think it doesn't cross the line.
Yeah.
Like, we've been talking about this since the last video. There's a line where it's just, it's way outside the box, and it's not there yet.
Yep. So I like it because you have a mesh of different characters who actually intrigue you in their own way. They'll briefly state, yeah, I was a spear or something. But then they move forward with what I am right now.
What I'm doing.
And they're protecting history. So there's like this faction that's trying to change history to extreme measures to benefit themselves in the future. And you have the counter faction. They're like, we're here to protect history, even if that means that person needs to die. According to history, that's what happened. We need to protect it.
Yeah.
And you kind of start seeing that conflict of interest of we need to protect people and do the right thing, opposed to history dictates this person dies in this way. You need to let that happen. I'm like, oh.
Yeah. It's not black and white.
Yeah, it's not black and white. And I feel like in the counter faction, there is a mole. There is someone working with, the history changing faction. So yeah, I mean, I'm excited to see how that turns out. It's a little bit of mystery that we're getting behind it.
And of course, it's affordable, so this is absolutely beautiful.
It's real clean.
And
I believe this is based off a video game.
It doesn't surprise me at all. They're just really good at that.
Mm-hmm.
Next on the list is gamers.
So, in the latter episodes, more recent episodes of Gamers, I don't know. I'm still on the fence about it personally. Yeah. I would put it in the good category for what they're doing, but I'm not sold on the show as a whole.
I like it more in the latter episodes.
Oh, with the love quadrilateral thing they got going on?
So here's the thing. You have these characters that essentially like each other, that don't know that they like each other. And that seems cliche, but the way they're doing it, for me at least, I find it hilarious.
Now, I feel the bait and switch, and I feel jaded from that because initially the title's called Gamers. I thought we were going to dive deep into the concept of gaming, being in the gaming club, doing gaming tournaments, showing what games each new member is stronger or weaker in, and them kind of balancing off of that. But now we just dived into a high school unrequited love romance triangle quadrilateral octagon thing. And I'm like, no, that's not what I came here for. That's not what I originally signed up for. So that's why I'm on the fence personally.
Oh man, nonetheless, it is a rom-com. I do find it hilarious.
It is pretty funny.
It's pretty funny. They talk about gaming a lot, so I guess that's why it's in there. They're all gamers. All the characters do love playing games. We'll see how it turns out. I think it's a pretty good show, though.
So next one up, we have Tsuredure Children.
So I think it was 2 days ago I started watching this, and I caught up in an hour.
Well, these are shorts.
Yeah, these are 12-minute episodes, so they're not super, super short. And there's only 6, legitimately in 1 hour. I was like, damn, that sucked. I got caught up. This show is hilarious. This is probably my favorite comedy of the season.
Okay.
But it's also still a rom-com. So you follow it's 10 couples. And you follow the situations on when they first confess their love to each other, how awkward it was, how sweet it was, how awful it was. How much of a crash and burn it was.
Oh, no.
There was one couple that one of the partners didn't know they were even going out, and they've been going out for a year.
Oh, no.
And I was like, oh, my God. So, it's really cute at some points. Some points, it's absolutely hilarious. The show's just really, really good. I highly recommend it. Next on the list is Knights and Magic.
Now, Knights and Magic, based off the poster, synopsis, probably first episode, you're like, this would be another cookie cutter person transported to another world. There's fantasy elements going on in the other world, blah, 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 blah. We've seen this before. This is pretty damn good.
It's pretty good.
I've been trying to pinpoint why it's pretty damn good. And
I don't know yet.
I think for me, it's 2 things so far. The first thing is definitely the main character. The main character is
strong.
The main character is a mech otaku. So he's so passionate about mechs. And after he dies in our current world, he's reborn in another fantasy world where there's giant mechs powered by magical elements fighting monsters to protect this kingdom. I'm like, yeah. and the character, is still a child, but it's like all about mechs. I want to be the best mech pilot. I'm a programmer because he was a programmer in his previous life, so he uses programming to help him magically sync with his mechs. And I was like, yeah, let's do all of that. Everything's great about this. The second thing I feel like that I really, really enjoy about it is it has children kind of being the main characters, but they're all in this academy type setting. So it's not mainly about school life. You see them performing magic and they're all training to become knights. Mm-hmm. And they're put in more serious situations, but all the kids act more serious than their actual
age. They're given responsibility.
Yeah. And the third thing is there's no hybrid, half-breed, human fox girls walking around the kingdom. Everyone's human, and they're fighting big bad beasts.
It's not that fantasy.
It's not that fantasy.
It's not that fantasy.
Yeah, it's just these giant mechs who look like knights, and they're powered by magic. I'm like, yes, this is everything I want. I actually really enjoy it.
Mm-hmm. I think I really enjoy it for the main character.
Yeah, the main character is really
He's
cool.
a very cool, honorable, inspirational main character, and I really, really like that.
And he's only like 7.
Yeah. And last for this good list is going to be Fastest Finger First.
Yes. Now,
I never would have thought I would be watching an anime about quizzes.
I don't care how many views our videos get. I feel like us doing major promotion at panels and conventions and making videos about sports anime is giving us more sports anime. This is a sports anime about people doing a quiz bowl.
Kind of.
This is dope, okay? This is super cool. The main character is an accidental athlete. Mm-hmm. Doesn't realize he's actually good at quizzes and remembering just random questions, but he is.
Yeah.
And you see him get, kind of pulled into the quiz bowl club at school. They get technical behind, you have to half press the buzzer, that way you can press immediately. What key phrases to listen to in the question, so you don't even need to listen to the whole question. You can buzz in the fastest. Like, they get so in depth into it. I'm like,
they're really breaking it down.
I'm like, yo,
how you win.
This is a sport right now. What?
I like the way they're really building it up. Like it feels like a full-on shonen sports show.
Yeah, it does.
And it's great. The character, that's the other thing. The supporting cast is really good.
Mm-hmm.
I like the main character.
Mm-hmm.
You see him growing through the show too. He's very timid at first, and he's coming out of that. Mm-hmm. And all in all, good characters, solid show.
Yes. All right, guys. So we're actually going to wrap it up here for our good list because there's so many good.
That was long.
Yeah, and our great video is just going to be as great. Terrible wording, but
nonetheless, give us a like if you like this video. Give us a thumbs down if you didn't. Subscribe if you're not a subscriber. It helps out the show. And of course, you get updates for all our videos. Leave us a comment down below. Let us know what you think is pretty good from this season. Mm-hmm. And of course, share this out with your friends so they can see the good stuff from this summer season. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Just check out my stats. You cannot stop my attacks because I am that swordsman dressed in all black. Richie.